This is Max Myers, and this is my alternative service learning project digital presentation. Quarantine struggles living with autism on lockdown. So the nation's on pause due to the effects of COVID-19, and we're going to look at how that affects children with autism and their families. Children with autism typically have some sort of sensory processing disorders, so things as wearing masks and gloves and things of that nature are difficult to try to implement into their daily routine with a child with autism. So here we have a brief description of autism and how it presents itself, and then over on the left hand side we have CDC numbers for how prevalent autism is in children. Now, autism is a comorbidity relationship with other disorders such as epilepsy, intellectual disability, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. Other disorders are Fragile X, Rett syndrome, and tuberous sclerosis. Are also described as intellectual disabilities. So with autism, not any one thing is a part of autism. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, encompasses so much more. With the quarantine going on and states being put on lockdown, it's thrown everybody's routines off. Their day-to-day life just done, and people are starting to get a feel for how a child with autism is affected by a change in routine. Even the simplest, smallest change in a child's routine can be debilitating. So here we have a slide with a story about a single father with 3 children with autism, and he explains what his struggles are and what he's trying to do to keep himself and his children healthy, mentally and physically, kind of thing. So special needs services are on pause due to COVID-19. People who have been diagnosed with ASD, they've come to rely on services, and those are on pause now, which is going to stress them out. And parents who have a special needs child who possibly has ASD, like mine, we're waiting for a diagnosis, which could take months, but now with COVID-19, it's going to take probably a year or more. And that starts to weigh heavily on your mental state and emotional state. So for social science purposes, like psychology and mental health and other therapeutic services would be in play here. And those services are now on pause. So here we discuss a little bit about the distance learning struggles and autism. Some kids have set routine at school and a set routine at home, and with schools being closed down, that routine has now been disrupted, and people are seeing their children with ASD slowly regress into behaviors and such that were previously overcome. So strategies to incorporate at home to ease struggles for children with autism include educating and normalizing important information and tools such as masks and hand washing into daily routines. Joining support groups for the parents can help you cope, and children with autism don't really have a sense of danger, so building a safe environment that they can play in is crucial. And here is some more statistics from NPR. And then here's at home environments due to school closures and whatnot, and what it affects and how it affects children with ASD. Another service I would probably be volunteering for would be Big Brothers Big Sisters, and focusing on dealing with children with ASD, as my child is going through that, so I would feel more comfortable doing that. So that is my presentation, and thank you for watching.